In this video, I'm going to talk to you about what order your wedding invitations should go in the envelope. This is going to depend on how many pieces you have, the formality of your event, a bunch of different things. I'm a wedding invitation designer. I've sent 100,000 invitations or so. And the big thing is to learn the rules so that you can break them in a way that's meaningful for you. So this is a very standard invitation, and it's got kind of your standard pieces. We have your reply card and your envelope, your accommodations card, and then the actual wedding invitation. Typically, we're going to start by stacking everything with the largest piece, usually the invitation, on the back, and then we'll stack by size. Anything that goes together, typically this is just your reply card and envelope, that should stay together. Some people like to tuck. I don't, mine has sealed shut over time. I don't love to do that because sometimes we have really pretty elements on here, and we don't want to mess those up. So you can put that backwards, you can put it forwards, it kind of doesn't matter, but you do want these pieces to go together because they naturally go together. Typically, we put them in there, so turned counterclockwise, facing that way. This is so right-handed people can get them out. I'm left-handed, so this is left-handed discrimination in my opinion, but most of your guests are going to be right-handed. So we'll just stack them in order of size and put them in the envelope. Now, what about some different options? This wedding invitation suite has a total of 6 pieces. There's another one hiding in here, which is kind of crazy. So we have RSVP card, envelope, we have just a casual details card, rehearsal lunch for some of the guests, but not all, and then weekend events for all of the guests. So if we stack by size, we're looking like this. Very cute. However, you might want to not put all of those in the front, and since we do have something holding everything together, we can put them in the back. The main reason you're putting the smallest cards in the front is so that they don't get left in the envelope. So if you do have something that is tying them together, whether it's a ribbon, a vellum wrap, a string, whatever it is, you can always put them in the back if you prefer to lead with the invitation. Sometimes we're doing like a real showstopper for the invitation, like on a bigger card, thicker, different print method, etc. So you want to lead with that, and you can put these in the back. You may also decide to change it up for design reasons. So for instance, this green, if that's a really big color in your wedding and you want to add that pop in addition to all the other small pops of color and the copper, you can add this one in the front as well. That is also pretty. It's typically standard to put the RSVP card in the front, and I like that kind of the first thing they'll see in the envelope is the meet us in the garden. I think that's really cute. So this is how we stacked this one. There's a few different options. If something's going to be really small, like this website card, you might want to attach it physically so that it doesn't get stuck in the envelope, because this is really small compared to the large size of the suite. And you also just might change things for design preferences. So this is a suite, one of my favorite ones ever, where we have this kind of like geometric shape. So I designed this details card such that it would be cut to fit right within that shape. So cool. So you can see like the blues on the outside, you can see all this greenery, and then you can like pull up to get that copper reveal. Super cool. And then we put all the other like RSVP card and stuff, we put those in the back. So for design reasons, sometimes I design for what I call the stack and how they're going to pull it out of the invitation. And then another great example of this is this vellum envelope. We don't want any of the client's wedding information to be on the outside. So if we close it like this, you can see all of their wedding information. So what we did was we designed this is like a little trifold of weekend events, super cute. And we put that in the front. And then we also want to make sure the back is fully legible with the address calligraphy. So we made sure to print a picture of their landscape for their venue on the back of the invitation card so that it's just pretty showing through that invitation. So technically this might not be the exact right order. Both of these pieces are the same size. So truly it doesn't, there's not really a standard option here, but we wanted to pay attention more to the design aesthetic than to the traditional order. So just as a reminder, The traditional order is largest card in the back, smaller cards in the front. This is so that nothing gets lost. You have a little bit more freedom if all of your pieces are attached together. That's why one of my favorite embellishments is like a ribbon or a belly band or something that you can use for that purpose. And then if you have something that's extra small, make sure you kind of physically attach it so it doesn't get stuck in the envelope. Let me know if this was helpful. If you had any other questions about your wedding invitations, I have a ton of other videos here. And if you're interested in becoming a stationery designer, definitely check out our membership just for stationery designers that I will link in the description of this video. Thanks, everyone.